Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. My name is Liaquat Zaman. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Right, so we are on the poetry of Imam Shafi rahimahullah ta'ala. We're almost near the end. Hopefully, inshallah, after we finish this, we will be starting the poetry of Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So that's going to be quite interesting as well. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you haven't hit the like button, then please hit the like and subscribe. And let's get on with them. So, he says, أعرض عن الجاهل السفيه فكل ما قال فهو فيه فما ضر بحر الفرات يوما أن خاض بعض الكلاب فيه. He says أعرض أعرض يعرض إعراض. It means to turn away, like leave something. So let's say you're busy with doing something and someone says to you أعرض, meaning leave this thing, stay away from it, go away. أعرض عن الجاهل. Jahil is an ignorant person. Jahil is called an ignorant person because they don't have ilm. And when a person does not have knowledge about something, they tend to react in a very bad way. So the Jahil as opposed to the alim, the one who knows, and therefore when you know something, you behave differently. So he says أعرض عن الجاهل. Stay away from the Jahil. Turn away from him. Whenever he tries to obstruct you or tries to object to you or tries to say anything which he's trying to kind of get some sort of a negative response from you, then he says turn away from him. And it's a very hard thing. I know sometimes you're arguing with someone and they're literally just in your face and you really want to respond to them in a way which later on you will regret. But that's the thing we have to control in ourselves, how to respond and how to kind of know when not to respond. أعرض عن الجاهل. He says stay away from the jahil, turn away from the jahil. As-safih, the foolish person. Safih, like we mentioned this word before as well, it means like safiha nafsahu, a person who doesn't really think about things at a deep level. They kind of just like someone tells them something and then they get a bit crazy and they start attacking you, thinking that you've done something really bad. But once they think about it, they realize that actually it's wrong what they thought. So أعرض عن الجاهل السفيه. The jahil, who is a safih jahil, turn away from this guy. Stay away from this guy. فكل ما قال فهو فيه. Everything that he has said. كل ما قال, meaning everything that he has said about you. Every sort of nitpicking, criticism, and every sort of like really messed up thing that he has accused you of. In reality, فهو فيه, it's inside of him. Now, Imam Shafi, rahimahullah, look at his insight that he has. He realizes that the Jahil is only accusing you of something because he has those problems inside of him. It's like sometimes a person has these problems inside of themselves and they're just superimposing them, projecting them onto other people. And this is the reality of a lot of people who will criticize you, especially online, who will troll you and say all these things about because they have problems in their own life. Right, they have these problems, whether it was from when they were young or whether it was recently something's happened. And whenever they try to criticize, it's reality, it's a response to that problems that they are going through. So Imam Shafi says, this is what happens with these jahils. Kullu ma qala, everything that he has said, fahuwa, then it is fihi, it's inside of himself. Let me know what you guys think of that. Does that thing resonate with you as well? Do you guys experience this in life where people who have their own personal problems, generally, when they attack other people, they're literally projecting their own problems onto others? فَمَا ضَرَّ بَحْرَ الْفُرَاتِ يَوْمًا. Darra, it means to harm. Yeah, so opposite of nafa'a. Nafa'a means to benefit, darra means to harm. فَمَا ضَرَّ بَحْرَ الْفُرَاتِ. Bahr means sea, Furat means the Euphrates. Yawman, any day. So the Bahr al-Furat has never been harmed and never has a day come that the Bahr al-Furat, the sea of the Furat Sea, the Euphrates Sea, has ever been harmed. أن خاض بعض الكلاب فيه. أن خاض يخوض, it means to immerse themselves inside of it, right? So kind of like to get into. خاض يخوض, khawd. Yeah, and if you know a verse of the Quran where the word khada is used, or yakhudu, or any of its derivatives, put in the comments below. I love reading your comments, seeing how you guys respond to the questions I post to you guys, and any suggestions that you might have as well. And khada means to kind of immerse yourself, to dive in, to go inside. Ba'dul kilab, some dogs, fihi, in it. Meaning that, have you ever heard of this? That dogs have gone into a river or a sea or an ocean, and the ocean has been harmed by them. No, you haven't. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many dogs go into this Bahr al-Furat, into the river of or the sea of the Euphrates. It cannot harm the Euphrates. So he's kind of saying these Jahil Safis are like these dogs, and you are like the ocean you are. So in other words, these Jahils can really never harm you. Right? It doesn't matter how much they try to cause some sort of like a hype, right, against you. Doesn't matter. Right? In reality, they cannot harm you in any way at all. Just like dogs that dive into the sea or go into the water or swim, whatever, they can't harm the sea, even if they have filth on them, or even. And now here he doesn't really kind of mean the filth of the dog. He kind of just means like this kind of dogs generally, when you kind of resemble humans with dogs, it's in a negative way, right? Just like in English when we say this person's a dog. Don't put in the comments, right, any person that you accuse of being a dog. And khad al-kilabu fihi, that some dogs have kind of immersed themselves in it. Anyway, let's look at, this is the poem anyway. Let's look at some sort of expressions here. A'rid anil jahili. I like this one. A'rid anil jahili. A'rada Zayd an al-adu. A'rada Zayd an al-kalb. A'rada Zayd an al-shaitan. So you might want to use this as well. And in the Quran as well, Allah says, فَأَعْرِضْ عَنْهُمْ. Yeah, turn away from them. Leave them. فَكُلُّ مَا قَالَ فَهُوَ فِيهِ. Everything that he said. كُلُّ مَا قَالَ فَهُوَ فِيهِ. It's a nice expression, this is. كُلُّ مَا قَالَ زَيْد فَهُوَ فِيهِ. كُلُّ مَا قَالَ زَيْد فَهُوَ فِي زَيْد. Yeah, so again, it's a nice sort of like expression that's been used over here as well. Now, if you guys know of any example of in the Quran where Allah talks about turning away from a Jahil and how Muslims should do this, then put it in the comments as well. I'd like to see how you guys find concepts, similar concepts that are shared in these poetry and also found in Hadith or in the Quran as well. It'd be nice to see how you guys sort of like find examples. ما در بحر الفرات ما در زيدا نباح الكلاب. ما در زيد نباح الكلاب. The barking of dogs never harms Zayd. Yeah, the barking of dogs never harms Zayd. So again, try to use your own sentences. That would be the best thing to kind of do if you want to experiment with your Arabic as well. And notice how he's kind of brought the Bahr al-Furat, big massive sea, and seas are normally associated with cleanliness and purity, and people use it for thirst as well. And the dogs are associated with something which is bad, and how the turning away from the Jahil as well, turning away from the Jahil, like don't respond to them. That's a key thing. With Jahil you don't respond, because once Imam Malik rahimullah said that if I was to debate 2,000 scholars, I could have beaten them. But if you bring me one Jahil, he'll overpower me. Yeah, he'll beat me. Because Jahils just have no principles, no usul, nothing, and they'll just attack you in a way that they will not see as humiliation, but you'll be humiliated. طيب يقول الإمام الشافعي رحمه الله أعرض عن الجاهل السفيه، يعني تولى عنه، يعني لا تناقشه ولا تناظره، لا تضيع وقتك مع هذا الجاهل. أعرض عن الجاهل السفيه الذي لا يتدبر الأمور ويتكلم بكل ما يخطر بباله. نعم. أما إذا كان رجل حكيم، رجل عاقل، فهو لا يتكلم إلا إذا تفكر فيما يقول. نعم. وتجد هذا كثير بين الناس. ممكن هناك تجد أحد الأصدقاء كلما يخطر بباله شيء وكلما يأتي في قلبه شيء يقول به وإن لم يكن صحيح. نعم. أما العاقل فهو الذي كما تعرفون هو الذي لا يرد على الناس مباشرة، يتفكر في الأمور. فكل ما قال فهو فيه، كل ما قال هذا الجاهل ستجد هذا الشيء في الجاهل نفسه. نعم. لماذا هذا؟ لأن الحقيقة أن الجاهل إذا ناقش أحد أو إذا اعترض على أحد فهو في الحقيقة مصاب بأمور في حياته. نعم. ممكن هذه الأمور بسبب تربيته عندما كان صغيرا أو عندما كبر، أو ممكن حدث في ذلك اليوم أيضا. فكثير من الناس إنما هم ملآن بعيوب أنفسهم، ولكن لا يعني يعرفون هذا، يعني لا يستطيعون أن يدركوا هذا. فما ضر بحر الفرات يوما أن خاض بعض الكلاب فيه. يعني بحر الفرات مع سعته يعني أبدا لا يمكن أن يضره شيء. يعني ولو كان هناك كلاب دخلوا في الماء خاضوا فيه وحاولوا أن يعني يوسخوا هذا المياه، لا يمكن. لماذا؟ لأن البحر من طبيعة البحر أنه نظيفا صافي خاليا طاهرا من كل النقائص والعيوب. وهؤلاء الكلاب إذا حاولوا أن ينجسوا هذا الماء لا يمكن لهم أن يفعلوا هذا. كذلك الجاهل، إذا كان الجاهل حاول أن يعني يعكر عيش هذا العالم، يعني يجعل هذا العالم في ضيق، فيمكن يحصل هذا، لكن ينبغي للعالم أن يعرض عنه، فإنه لا يمكن أن يضره بعد ذلك. وهذا أيضا نصيحة يعني قد وجدناه في القرآن أيضا. وإذا كنتم تعرفون عن آيات التي تتحدث عن مثل هذه الأمور فاكتبها في تعليقات تحت. جزاكم الله خير. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. It really means a lot to me that you watched the video all the way to the end. And also thank you very, very much. Special thanks to all my patrons, who are those of you beautiful people out there who on a monthly basis support my channel. And it really means a lot to me, because end of the day, it's what helps me to be able to produce videos on a daily basis and put them up. And I'm always trying to make the videos as best as I can, the quality of a high nature. So yeah, that's it, guys. So jazakumullah khair. If any of you guys want to become patrons, then please check out the link below. You can become a patron. You can even support the channel with £1 a month, $1 a month, whatever you guys can give. It will really help me with my channel. And if you want to give a one-off donation, then you can use the PayPal link in the description below. Jazakumullah khair, guys. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful Ramadan as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.